And this should be a fun one, a clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in the point guard. And he banks in the layup.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. They're worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the game plan. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning four-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look. And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Randle with a screen for DiVincenzo. Drills it from outside.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And if you score on Harden, this guy's going to take it personal. Answers right back.
Pass to Randle. Unloads. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Leonard, that's for 2. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And the 3 off target. LA's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. The offensive rebound. Dunn kicks to Leonard. Back to Dunn. Leonard sets a screen for Dunn. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, yes type of shot.
And here we go. Harden head to the hoop.
You can't afford to lose Harden in transition. He's too talented at taking advantage of those situations.
Looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Here's Dunn, following the basket by Julius Randle.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Goes up from the top of the key. James Harden with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Leonard with the bucket.
Just another place you have to take Leonard seriously. He's so capable from the outside.
Now here's Gobert to the wing right side. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Edwards drills the baseline jumper.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
Harden looking it over. Off target from outside.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. At 3 off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 3. It's Edwards on the wing. Nailed from three-point land. Edwards got 5.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Harden kicks to Dunn. Coffee passes to Dunn. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
And that... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. Harden, no good.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Lets it go from the wing. It's hauled in by Dunn. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Zubac with the screen for Harden. They get it back.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
A 3 from Leonard. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Leonard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Well, they are getting out and running. And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Edwards getting the close range, too.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Leonard dishes to Dunn. Shoots a fader. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Randle finds Edwards. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
Man, Edwards gets great lift off the floor when shooting that jumper.
Harden the pass to Zubac. Puts up a deep 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Edwards with it. Zubac defending. Randle no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4-10 in the second quarter from the field.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Pass to McDaniels. Let's go. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And one thing that makes Leonard's shot so effective is the backspin. Gives him that magic touch.
A nice shot by McDaniel. McDaniel's got 5 now.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
The 3 from Harden. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
When Gobert goes up, he gets up. Airtime to spare as he slams the putback home.
Zubac finds Dunn. Shoots it up. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Edwards with the floor spacer.
Look, if Edwards is hitting that shot, there's not much you can do defensively to stop him.
Harden outside. Outside Leonard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Timberwolves trail by 5. It's Edwards on the wing. Fade away. And it falls over the rim and in. 14 points for him.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Outside Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He's been a major threat from... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. You got Drew Eubanks. Mills out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Batum, and it's Coffey in at the small forward. Conley with the three. It's hauled in by Coffey. Clippers leading by 6. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round. 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Over to the left wing. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. Batum wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. A putback. Tries again. Rebound, Minnesota.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those. Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Mills finds Batum. Coffey. A three-pointer is right on target. Coffey's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
I guess even he took this one of those once in a while.
And here's Conley outside. And he's good on the 3 ball. Conley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The 3 from Mills. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Norman Powell's checked in for Amir Coffey. Conley for 3. The shot will not fall. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 14-5 run. Powell, the pass to Batum. Fires from deep. Miller grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Fires for three. Ready by Bogdanovich. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Hits from the high post. Bogdanovich has got 7 points. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of this.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
He hits the second from the line. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Pass to Shannon. Shoots the three. Drills the three-pointer. Shannon's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Conley is a consummate team player. He loves to get other guys good shots.
There's the pick. Here's Bogdanovich, and count it from 19 feet away. And the Clippers lead by 14.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Down low, and the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Back to Alexander Walker. Pulls up on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Alexander Walker's got his first bucket in this one. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Mills kicks to Powell. Takes a three. Reed with the rebound. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Miller surveying the floor. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. 1 second left. Doesn't go that time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Clippers. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point. From downtown, Randle grabs the board. Timberwolves trail by 16. Here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
What a ferocious drive by Edwards, fending off the defense with ease.
A three from Bogdanovich. Good on the three-point shot. And the Clippers lead by 17.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here is Harden.
Substitution on the court.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Ball to the Timberwolves.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Powell's checked in.
Number 24, Norman Powell.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. They trail by 14. Here's Edwards. He takes it in.
Yeah, doing it with speed and style. Edwards putting on a show at the rim.
Harden dishes to Dunn. Pass to Zubac. Back to Dunn. And here's Harden for three. And the Clippers miss again.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from three.
DiVincenzo against Dunn. Offensive rebound. Randall on the follow.
Relentless on the backboard. Randall, a fantastic rebounder, and that time it directly leads to points.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Dunn. Zubac, a screen on Edwards. Los Angeles with another miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And here's Harden for three. Hits the three-point bomb.
In the D, you got to get out on that, or Harden will make you pay.
It's Edwards on the wing. Gobert with a screen on Dunn. Edwards, no good.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Leonard
the pass to Pop. Takes it out to Leonard. Three-pointer. Minnesota with the rebound. Randall's got his sixth rebound on the night. Here's McDaniels. A three-pointer, no good. Clippers leading by 11. Leonard, that's for two. They get it again. Dunn passes to Zubac. Second chance shot. He lays it in.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Left side, Edwards. Leonard with the steal. Harden against DiVincenzo. Stolen by McDaniels. And stolen by Dunn. Stolen by McDaniels.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Clippers.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Oh, yeah, they'd sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Leonard.
He came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. Score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Powell. Back to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Leonard puts it up from deep three. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. So for...
take a look at this matchup. Both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Thompson out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Jalen Green. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here we go, one-on-one. Eason, pass to Green. A deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
You got to pick up Green at half court. He's got in the gym range and supreme confidence to go with it.
Three-pointer, Harden. Drains the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Green. Eason, a screen on Harden. Fires top of the key, and it's Green missing. Throws it up high, and the dunk by Leonard.
And communication made that play. Leonard just reads his teammate and knows exactly where to be for the alley-oop.
Here's Green. Brooks finds Eason. Fades away. It's rebounded by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, B.A., they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
Now here's Zubac. Here's Leonard. Nails the wide-open jumper. Leonard's got his second basket.
Well, the pick gives Leonard some space, and he wisely calls his own number.
Here's Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
He sees the taller defender, and he just gets more aggressive.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Harden, the pass to Zubac. Leonard for 3. Brooks with the rebound. The Rockets have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Pass to Green. The 3 is up. Again, Green missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Boy, how about Chris Dunn getting the ball in a great spot, making the deep attempt look elementary.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And here's Şengün. On the wing, Green. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Harden with it. Pass to Jones. Stolen by Thompson. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. And he goes in for the dunk.
Some of these dunks he throws down are absolutely absurd. What an athlete Green is.
Zubac with a screen on Green. Here's Dunn. And it's off from three-point range. Rockets trail by 3. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
Harden uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 5 points.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
And it's hammered home by Green.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
Not when he can throw it down like that.
Boom! He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Harden against Brooks. Pass to Dunn. It's stolen by Green. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Şengün, the screen. Thompson passes to Green. Back to Thompson. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Harden from outside. Unable to get that one. It could go. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. It's all tied in Los Angeles. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Chris Dunn is out there with James Harden. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Dunn outside. Zubac passes to Jones. Zubac with a screen on Thompson. Jones misses. The Rockets trail. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Claude getting rid of it in a hurry. Nice quick release that time.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things we have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie. Eason finds Brooks. Back to Eason. Shot to stop the run. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
And he sinks the second. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard. But Graham, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
They get it back. Dunn left side. Easton with a steal. In transition, here they come. Here's Şengün. The Rockets again can't hit.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Oh, he got hacked on the 3-pointer, and he'll head to the line. You know, Clark, over the past few seasons, we've seen a historic amount of 20-point-per-game scorers in the league.
And that's a function, BA, of the overall skill level being at its all-time high in league history in my mind, but also the pace of play, the way the game is played, 3-point shooting, there's scoring, there's more scoring, so more guys are scoring. And I think on top of that, it's a little easier to score because of how the game is played and officiated. It's tilted a little more in favor of the offense for the entertainment value of point production.
Thompson outside. To stop the drought. And another miss by Houston.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Harden, the pass to Zubac. Thompson left side. No luck on that one. Harden with the defensive effort. Los Angeles leading by 13. Down low. Jones from outside. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Houston. 1:25 left in the second period. Thompson with it. Harden picks him up. Thompson passes to Şengün. From the arc. Drills it from deep. Şengün's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Smooth jumper there by Şengün. He's working on stretching things out more when he can.
Harden fires away from outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Leonard. And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. Rockets trail by 13. Van Vliet, the pass to Smith. Over Leonard. And there's Smith. That one's good. On the assist by Van Vliet. Smith's got his first bucket in this one. Puts up a deep 3. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Rockets. 3-pointer Holiday. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Dunn. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Dunn's got 4 points this quarter.
Tell you what, guys, there's no way you're stopping Dunn when he's that close to the hoop.
Van Vliet misses. And it's the Clippers on the break. Leonard can't get it to go. Holiday surveying the floor. Got it up. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's Los Angeles. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, Allie's ready to go. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drumline. They're thinking about the shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Aaron Holiday out there with Fred Van Vliet. Then it's Jabari Smith. Then it's Green. And it's Adams in at the center position. And the three-pointer goes. Van Vliet's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And how about the Fred Van Vliet story? From undrafted to all-star and NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted and ended up being all-stars and champions. But think about it. One of the things they have in common in my mind, B.A., is a real understanding of who they are and what it's going to take to be successful. And then the willingness to put in the work and not be distracted by naysayers or the glamour of being a pro. They've got a real anchoring as to who they are and what their business is about, and then they maximize their ability. That's Fred Van Vliet in a nutshell.
Pass to Coffey. Bogdanovich on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Hits the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got 5 points.
And this is why Bogdanovich is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
From deep three-point land. The rebound by Eubanks. Los Angeles leading by 14. Here's Coffey. Pass to Eubanks. And he banks in the layup.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Out of bounds, it'll be the Clippers' ball.
LA basketball.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Bogdanovich on the wing. Guarded by Van Vliet. Rockets trail by 16. Pass to Smith. Back to Van Vliet. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Eubanks. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Bogdanovich from long range. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. For 3, Smith. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. He's got 7.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Eubanks. The 3 is up. Offensive rebound. Coffee on the wing. Tries again. And he connects with a jumper. Coffee's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Mills, the pass to Eubanks. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Houston.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Shoots from the baseline. Smith, no good.
You know, the fact is, he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
Coffee on the wing. He's covered by Holiday. Coffee, the pass to Eubanks. Over Adams. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. For 3, Smith. And Mills pulls it down. The Clippers lead by 15. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Bogdanovich has got 7 points in the game.
This is why you got to be right up on Bogdanovich, because he can torch you with the pull-up J.
Holiday from long range. Pure from 3-point range. Los Angeles has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Mills, the pass to Eubanks. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Pass to Smith. Shoots over Mills. The shot off that time.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays, night in and night out.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Patrick Mills, Nicholas Batum out there with Amir Coffey. Then it's Drew Eubanks, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Coffey. A good-looking shot from the wing. And the Clippers lead by 14.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Şengün, a screen on Jones. Thompson goes in. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh. Pass to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Outside Harden. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Jones from outside. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Thompson. And he lays it up and in.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Pass to Şengün. This one for three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Dunn's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Jones. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Rockets trail by 10. Green, the pass to Şengün. Outside Eason. Thompson with it. Back to Eason. 6 to shoot. Green finds Eason. The three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. 17 points was their biggest margin. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Eason. Jones from outside. Eason pulls it in. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Thompson, no good. And Harden's got the ball here for Los Angeles. 10-point lead. Here he goes. They grab their own miss. Jones, the pass to Leonard. Second chance effort. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for 2, Derek Jones Jr.
Jones hits them both. One thing that always stands out, Clark, the way Derek Jones Jr. can levitate off the floor.
Yeah, he's got tremendous bounce. And you're right, he can just suspend himself in the air, which is unique. And it allows him to be an excellent defender because he can be 5 feet away from a guy and still bother him with his bounce and his length. And he's also become a pretty good corner pocket three-point shooter, too. All the talk is about Harden scoring, but I tell you what, he can dish that rock, too.
Here's Şengün, and that comes off the assist by Green.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range. What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
Here's Green. Harden with the defensive effort.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
A minute 31 left in the fourth. It's Thompson, high post. Leonard's there. Here's Eason. The three ball. On target from range. Eason's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there. B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Harden against Green. Eason a screen on Harden. Green, the pass to Eason. Off target with the 3. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
And the basket by Leonard.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
And attacking with reckless abandon. Somehow Thompson able to get through.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the final quarter. Leonard with the ball. Now Thompson defending. Harden against Eason. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, you know, Harden will do that every chance he gets. He cleverly goes into the defender looking for the contact to draw the foul, and nobody does it better.
For 3. And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Green. Fires the 3. James Harden, and that's good. And it's Thompson.
Defensive foul. Ivica Zubac. First personal foul.
And that one misses. Şengün with a steal. So the Clippers win it. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks, for Allie.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the 1. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Green against Conley. Shots good by Green.
And one of Green's best attributes is that he doesn't really see contact. He will either go over it or through it.
Conley dishes to Edwards. Fades. Şengün with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
From about 19 feet, and that's good for 2.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Conley against Green. Releases. Conley's shot is off. Rockets on offense. 4-point game. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
And here's Edwards following Jalen Green's 3.
Man, that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest.
Now here is Smith over Randle. And it's Smith missing.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Nice shot from the wing.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Randle against Smith. Back to Green. 3-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
McDaniels kicks to Randle. Here's Edwards. The Rockets pull it in. Now Şengün. The Rockets again can't hit.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Here's Edwards from 16 feet away. He cans it.
And getting aggressive and creative. Edwards finding ways to create space on the floor.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Offline with his 3. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 1. That puts them in the lead. Edwards got 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Driving inside. And Edwards slams it in.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Green inside the 3-point line, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Green, the pass to Şengün. Back to Green. A 3-ball. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Now here is Conley. Scoreless thus far. Near the 3-point line, it's Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Green kicks to Brooks. From the arc, sinks the triple.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Edwards looking it over. And Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Now here's Edwards. He's got 12. Here's the 3. That one's not going to go. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Conley and Edwards are the guards. McDaniels is out there with Randall, and it's Gobert in at the 5. Oh my goodness, the slam!
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And the dunk by Smith.
This is the belief Smith's teammates have in him, which is why they look for him to take that shot.
For 3, Edwards. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. For Houston, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the 7th. Green, the pass to Şengün. Shoots. And Houston again with the bucket. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to McDaniels. From downtown. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Smith outside. Şengün with a wide open look. And Houston again with the bucket.
And Smith already understands that you have to be unselfish if you're going to gain the respect of your teammates and coaches.
Conley with a wide open look. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got his 4th rebound in this one. Green finds Thompson. Back to Green. Houston moving the ball around. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Misses the jumper. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. Lobbed up there for Edwards. And stolen by Şengün. There's the lob to the hoop. And Şengün throws it down. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA. And sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Şengün, no good. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ed.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too. So I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Julius Randle with the rebound.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
And here's Conley outside. And the 3-ball is good. And it's a 6-point Minnesota lead.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Green dishes to Brooks. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Edwards against Brooks. And stolen by Şengün. Here's Thompson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Michael Conley picks one up. Houston shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he sinks the second. Timberwolves leading by 3. Pass to Edwards. 40 seconds left to play here in the half. Rockets have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Stolen by McDaniels. Edwards at full speed.
Aggressive drive by Edwards, going into attack mode on that one.
Thompson, a screen on Conley. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Stolen by McDaniels. And now here comes Conley leading the break. Pass to McDaniels. Fires for 3. He's off on that one. On the wing, Thompson. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Timberwolves on top. They're up by 5. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
So on the floor for Houston, they've got Adams. Tari Easton is out there with Green. Then it's Brett VanVleet. And it's Holiday in at the point.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Holiday with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Holiday's got 5.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
The 3 for DiVincenzo. Connects from 3-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pass to Miller. Over Eason. It's rebounded by Houston.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Green against Ingles. They grab their own miss. Miller, the pass to Reed. Miller with a screen on Green. Ingles can't get it to go. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up the Lord.
Takes the 3. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Greg, what's the key thing Brett VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really essentially a presence. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Another miss by Minnesota. Houston's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Alexander Walker. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Alexander Walker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 3-point lead. Wasted no time on that one.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
Holiday surveying the floor. The three. The shot off that time.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Reed finds Miller. Fires the three. No good on that one. Rockets trail by 6. That's good from Van Vliet on the assist by Holiday. Van Vliet's got his first basket.
And terrific hustle from Van Vliet in transition, getting up court fast to finish the fast break.
Miller, no luck. The Rockets have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. And Adams kicks to Green. Fires it up. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls. Minnesota shooting well, 50% from the floor. Miller with a wide open look. Wide open shot is on the money. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. The Rockets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. On the wing, Green. Back to Holiday. Latrey hands it from downtown. Holiday's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
DiVincenzo with it, picked up by Van Vliet. Here's Shannon, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Jacks up a three. Eason's shot is good. Eason's got 6 points.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. The pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Miller. Then there's Reed. And it's Shannon in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Reed the pass to Miller. Here's DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Miller's got 4 assists in the game. And the wide open shot from Green. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Shannon. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Adams down low. Guarded by Reed. Adams' shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 6. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. For 3, Edwards. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Screen against Conley. Smith for three. Traps in the tray.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And slam dunk by Gobert.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Stolen by McDaniels. Here's the break. No one here knows he lets it go. A three-pointer off the mark. Rockets trail by 5. Brooks from outside. They kick it out to Green. Tries again. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Edwards passes to Conley. Edwards a screen on Thompson. Gobert dishes to Conley. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Smith. Conley grabs the miss. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 5-point game. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around you.
Offensive rebound. Thompson passes to Şengün. Goes back up. And Şengün throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. For 3, Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Well, Brooks is always working hard for this team. And here it pays off with a huge basket.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Rockets trail by 3. Brooks with no one around. And Houston again with the bucket.
And definitely a streak shooter. When Brooks is hot, he can carry the offense.
Conley the pass to Edwards. Over Brooks. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. What an opportunity here.
Yeah, chance to take the lead. This is huge.
Here's Smith. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Timberwolves shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Smith finds Şengün. Brooks outside. Over Edwards. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And this is why Brooks is out there. Amazing watching him come up in the clutch for his squad.
I see ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
And here's Green outside.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want. And he is playing with 110% effort.
Launches a 3. Got it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty. 6 seconds left in the fourth, and he commits the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and look for some misses.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw the play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And he knows there's no room for mistakes. stakes and wants everyone on the same page. Conley with the three. Can't knock in the three. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. From Target Center. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Dylan Brooks out there with Green, and it's Thompson in at the small forward. To take the lead. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Here's Edwards. Brooks grabs the board.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Stolen by McDaniels. Outside Edwards. McDaniels passes to Gobert. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good on the triple. Edwards got the first basket here in overtime for the Timberwolves. Here's Şengün. The Rockets with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 3. Outside Edwards. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Houston. Shoots the 3. That's a 6th field goal today. And that makes him now 6 for 11.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And that was a confident shot. I love when Edwards just rises up and fires off the dribble.
Green kicks to Smith to take the lead. Brooks misses.
He might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Fires away from outside. Kept alive, Minnesota. McDaniels gets a wide open look from outside off the mark. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from three-point range since the end of regulation. Thompson, the rebound by the Timberwolves. Pass to Randall. For 3. Back to Edwards. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets have gotten off to a cold start from the field in overtime, just 1 of 5. Green inside the three-point line. With that miss, has now made 6 and missed 6 from the field. Stolen by Brooks. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball.
And you'll never see Randall back down in a big moment. He's looking to be the guy when they need a bucket.
The Rockets again can't hit. It's the Timberwolves now. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
Rockets foul. Dylan Brooks. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
It's the first. That puts them up by 5. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
First team foul.
There's Green with the 3. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
There are guys that will take that shot, and there are guys that will make that shot. Green is one of those guys that will make that bucket.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Leases 1 from 3.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
And that's an intentional foul.
Thompson. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
And here's Green outside. Knocks down the three.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And they actually could take a three here and go for the win if they want to. I think they'll try and send it to overtime. The defenders don't want to foul in this situation, so we should be able to get a good look inside.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. Timeout called the Rockets. They're down by 4. What's your take, guys?
It's going to take a miracle for them here, or actually a miracle three-pointer and a foul. This one's over.
And the wide open shot from Green. Bucket's good.
And just no better time to catch fire from three than...
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
First, we got a clash at the 5 spot here tonight. Can't wait to see these centers go at it.
BA, there was once a point in history where we were talking about, is the 5-man phased out of the game? And all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Zubats in at the 5.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Bogdanovic from long range. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Here's Edwards. There's the drive.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Leonard for 3. Counted from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Well, Doris, there's one thing for sure. When Kawhi Leonard is available, he's elite.
There's no question about it, Brian. And it's so difficult to watch a player who cares so deeply about the game as Kawhi does not have his body hold up. It's been unfortunate over the years to see the toll injuries have taken on his career. But boy, oh boy, clutch, skilled, competitive, tough, every attribute you could want. Versatile, relentless. James Harden, so tough to slow down.
Pass to McDaniels. Elbow shot. It's rebounded by Zubats.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Leonard. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Leonard's got 5.
Now, the mid-range is Kawhi's bread and butter. This guy can get to his spots and take whatever he wants.
4-3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
3-pointer, Harden. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. Minnesota has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Pass to Gobert. Randall's got room. And it falls all over the rim and in. He's got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
DiVincenzo with it. From deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. The open J off the mark.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And BA, you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
Harden scanning the floor. 2 points. That one goes.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bogdanovic. Edwards can't hit. The Clippers trail. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. Here's Harden. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 11 so far. Randall finds Gobert. Here's McDaniels. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. McDaniel's got 5 now. Clippers trail by 4. Harden fires away from outside. They get it back. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work. Get into the offensive glass.
Pass to Edwards. Here's the 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep. So it's Los Angeles now. Three-pointer, Harden. Harden missing again. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. It's Minnesota. They're up by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
On the floor for the Clippers, Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Bogdanovic is out there with James Harden. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. DiVincenzo against Powell. From downtown, McDaniels can't hit. Clippers trail by 3. 3 on 3. Fires the 3. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now. Minnesota has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Well, Doris, you won't find too many players that can provide the instant spark that Powell does.
Brian, you know that expression, know your role and star in your role. Norman Powell knows my job is to come in and give my team a boost. And this guy comes in thinking score and change the game, and he does just that.
Here's Shannon. Fires in the triple. Shannon's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Here's Leonard. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Outside, DiVincenzo for 3. Randall. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard for 3. Leonard, a threat from deep.
Shooting off the dribble is probably one of the toughest skills in the NBA, but Kawhi has it mastered.
Randall, a screen on Harden. For 3, DiVincenzo. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. DiVincenzo against Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers.
Kawhi all business right now. Defense better get started. It's going to be a long night.
Right side, McDaniels. Powell with a steal. Here we go. Bogdanovic passes to Leonard. A chance there to take the lead. What a miss. Minnesota has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Another miss by Minnesota. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Doris, not long ago, the Clippers were not associated with star power.
It's very true, BA, but they are now. And it's not just the talent that they have, it's the experience that their guys bring to the court. They now have a core of big-time players who've been through virtually everything in the league.
From the arc. And there's Leonard on the assist by Harden. Leonard's got 10 points in the quarter.
I love when Kawhi Leonard evens things up. You make a 3, I'm coming right back at you.
For 3, Randall. It's rebounded by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Leonard. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. To the inside. Here's Gobert. And misses it off the right side of the rim. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Here's Powell. Out to Leonard. Over Gobert. Again, the miss by Leonard. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Gobert. Here's Shannon, defended by Bogdanovich. And Shannon gets it to go. Shannon's got 6 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Randall, a screen on Harden. Here's DiVincenzo. Top of the key jumper, no good. The Clippers have gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. The offensive rebound. Leonard up top, fires for 3. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal #1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Sends it home from three-point land. 6 points for him.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the big half-court shot. Drum line. They're measuring up the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Mike Conley out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Naz Reid, then it's Miller, and it's Edwards in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Fades back. Another miss by Minnesota.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Count that bucket. And it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Here's Alexander Walker. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Mills. Reed with the rebound.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And here's Edwards outside. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
You have got to be aware of where Mike Conley is. He's so capable outside the arc.
Dunn outside, and he drives in. Here's Eubanks. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Reed. Timberwolves trail by 4. Looking to get it going. Edwards, no good.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
Dunn's shot is good.
Now, the defense has to be better. Dunn is such a quick release on these mid-range jumpers.
Miller finds Conley. Now Edwards. Three-pointer. Batum pulls it in.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Outside Mills to the paint. Stolen by Reed. Fast break, Minnesota. Edwards with it. Guarded by Batum. Pass to Alexander Walker. Up and overdone. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Dunn outside. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Now just a 1-point Los Angeles lead.
The unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Here's Dunn. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. Here's Alexander Walker. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Batum, pass to Coffey. Pulls it from the top of the key, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Coffey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
Conley hits it from the high post. 36 seconds left in the third quarter here. Dunn outside. Lots of room. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Miller for the lead. Kept alive. Outside, Alexander Walker. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Coffey. Nails it from 3. Coffey's got 7 points.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass.
It's good! It counts at the buzzer!
Buzzer beater!
Woo! Wow!
Oh!
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. The Clippers on top, leading by a point. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Zubats in at center. To the middle. Here's Zubats. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Edwards with it. Picked up by Powell. There's the 3. The triple hits for Edwards.
Anthony Edwards getting into that pull-up game. Nicely done.
Outside Harden. Bogdanovic on the wing. Harden, the pass to Bogdanovic. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Leonard right side. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to DiVincenzo to take the lead. The shot no good. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Harden. Here's Leonard. Leonard all alone. No doubt about it.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard is so opportunistic, and he has the length to create those second chances.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. DiVincenzo with a screen on Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Leonard's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Bogdanovic. From the wing. Rebound Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. They got the rebound. Second chance shot. Goes up with it again. For three, Randall hits the trifecta. And that'll tie this game up.
He's such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Here's Harden. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
Oh, can you say important bucket by Harden? James always wants the ball in these moments. Love it.
Outside McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Powell. McDaniels, that's good.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Tries it from the top of the key, and it goes straight through with a swish. And the Clippers lead by 2.
You gotta respect Bogey's offensive game. He can get productive in just about any situation.
Nice shot by DiVincenzo. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Pass to Zubac. Bogdanovich on the wing. And here's Leonard. Here's Harden. Leonard with a screen on DiVincenzo. Harden from outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Zubac.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. Zubac with a screen on Randall. Back to Harden. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here. Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Here's Harden. And it's Harden again missing.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk. Julius Randle under tremendous pressure with the big bucket.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Money from deep.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
It's Edwards on the wing, defended by Bogdanovich. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
And it's good. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. Takes the 3. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves. Pulling it out.
has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Jones in at the small forward position.
The whole selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
And that one hits back iron.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Pass to Smith. Back to Green. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. No good on that one.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Offensive rebound. Here's Harden. Launches from deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Fires away from way outside. Şengün, no good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers, but man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Brooks misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Jones, the pass to Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Oh, Kawhi, so consistent with his approach, affects every phase of every minute that he plays.
Şengün with the screen for Green. Thompson in the corner. Going inside, and Thompson throws it down.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Zubac, a screen on Smith. The drive by Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Smith kicks to Green. Driving in, back to Smith.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Green against Harden. The 3. And that one's good. Green.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
1:44 left in the first quarter. Harden dishes to Dunn. Green against Harden. Leonard with the screen on Green. From deep, Harden. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Now Şengün. Pass to Brooks. Back to Şengün. 1:10 left here in the first quarter. No good with the elbow jumper. And a deep 3 from Harden. Şengün with the rebound.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now, here's Şengün. From the wing, and it's Brooks. That time on the assist by Şengün. 44 seconds left to play in the first. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
The finesse from Harden there. That's great stuff.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Green. No good on the three.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Leonard, no luck. Rockets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Screen by Smith. Green passes to Smith. Back to Green. Gets it off. And that one released in time, but no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Houston on top, up by 2. We'll be back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Harden out there with Dunn, and it's Jones in at the small forward. Leonard, so dangerous from deep.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Here's Şengün. It's hauled in by Zubac.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Harden. Rockets with the rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David.
And nice dime from Zubac. His floor awareness is solid.
The triumph by Thompson. Out to Smith. The second chance effort. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Harden against Green. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight, and it goes down 2 points. Green's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Oh, showing off the athleticism. Green's eyes light up when he's on the break. Easy to see why.
Leonard, no luck. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Misses the 3. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Leonard, the pass to Harden. Lets it go with the 3. Kept alive. And it's Zubac with the extra effort. And the Clippers lead by 2.
That's what Zubac is here for, making plays in the trenches.
Green against Harden. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 4 this quarter. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now. And Leonard knows that corner 3 is an important shot in terms of spacing out the defense.
Şengün with the screen for Green. Inside, stolen by Zubac. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Şengün. Harden kicks to Zubac. Back to Harden. Launches it. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
A smart play with the ball there. Harden just making the right decision.
Here's Green.
Okay.
And one of Green's best assets is leaping ability. He's a natural athlete, very explosive.
Up top, Leonard. He's got 9. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul, and it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
Substitution on the board.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Thompson. The Clippers grab the miss. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
It's stolen by Smith. One-on-one here. Şengün passes to Green. Mills with the steal. Here's Coffey. Moves back up. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. It's time now to go courtside as we sit. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
You've got Brett Van Vliet. Torrey Easton is out there with Cam Whitmore. And then there's Steven Adams, and it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Coffey passes to Batum. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. In the corner, it's Whitmore. Outside Holiday. And the wing jumper offline. Clippers leading by 3. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Mills can't hit. Rockets shooting 43% from the floor. Adams finds Holiday. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Both free throws good from Holiday. LA has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. And here's Houston. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Pass to Eason. Whitmore with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Eason gets a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range. Eason's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
And he drives in. And Mills kicks to Bogdanovich. Clippers moving the ball around. Back to Batum to stop the run. Connects from three-point range.
And Batum has the answer locked and loaded from the three-point line.
From past the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
The putback, the rebound by Steven Adams. The Rockets trail. To the inside. Batum passes to Eubank. And Adams sends it back.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring a defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
Either side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
You can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Van Vliet looking around. Pass to Holiday. There's the three. Offensive rebound. Here's Adams. Outside Holiday.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Eason. Just 5 to shoot. No luck. They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Bogdanovich. He can't get it to go. Houston in the lead. Out left to the wing. Whitmore finds Eason. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Mills dishes to Bogdanovich. Back to Mills. Pass to Coffey. Batum, the screen. Coffey can't get it to go. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And Adams with the slam.
Well, this is what Steven Adams does. He finds his way into the paint for high percentage shots just like that.
And the Clippers miss again. And here are the Rockets now. They're on a 12-3 run. Adams with the screen on Bogdanovich. The kick out to Holiday. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Eubanks got 5 rebounds tonight. Bogdanovich with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And the Clippers miss again. Rockets lead by 3. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And Adams with the slam.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
A new lineup here for Houston. Here's Houston now. They're on a 14-5 run here. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Look at Green just taking off and throwing it down right in the face of the defense.
Outside for Batum. From deep. Rockets with the rebound. Outside, Green. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead.
And so it's Houston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Down on the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Şengün. Lots of room. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And the Rockets lead by 12.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
And for Houston, they're shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Harden outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Outside, Green. Smith outside. On the wing, Thompson. The fader. Here's Şengün. Smith against Leonard. Back to Şengün. From outside the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Şengün's got the lead up to 14 now for the Rockets. Harden scanning the floor. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, get up, James. Talk about a guy who scores from all three levels.
Houston leading by 12. Here's Green. And Green slams it in.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
From deep, Harden. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his fourth rebound in this one. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Smith sets the pick for Green. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Green kicks to Smith.
2 minutes.
Back to Green.
2 minutes.
This one for 3. That doesn't go either for Green. Clippers trail by 14. Harden the pass to Leonard. Over Şengün. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 11 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Wasting 0 time. Kawhi Leonard knew what he wanted to do.
Harden against Green. Pass to Şengün. Another miss by Houston. Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. The 3 from Harden drills the three-pointer. Harden's got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers.
Dialed in from deep, Harden understands when he should look to shoot the 3-ball.
Brooks the pass to Thompson. Now Şengün. Pass to Green. Out to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Over Jones. The Rockets again can't hit. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
First team foul.
Just think of how much of a difference Kawhi Leonard is for this team. When he's healthy, he is an absolute force.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Green. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
32 seconds left in the game. And Green gets it to go.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Puts up a deep 3. And no good that time. Here's Jones. He takes it in.
Jones Jr. Assist goes to Kawhi Leonard.
And here's Green outside. So we see the Rockets get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm the menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the deal with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby,
fast.
teams. My attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Randle finds Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. The 15-footer. Brooks with the rebound.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest. Well, great job to push it up the court with the pass, and they get a nice transition score.
Here's Edwards. After the basket by Houston. Gobert with a screen on Brooks. Sinks the tray.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
And here's Green from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The baseline J is on the way. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 5 points.
Effective use of the mid-range there by Edwards. He's a true 3-level scorer.
And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his heiress, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
The kick out to Conley. Shot from the top of the key. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
The 3 from Thompson gets rebounded by Minnesota. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka for a minute. He knows it'll be tough to score in the paint tonight. Gobert locks down the lane as well as anyone. He blocks shots, and then when you count up the numbers of shots he alters, you get a full picture of his dominance at the defensive end. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Edwards gets the bucket.
Man, Edwards gets great lift off the floor when shooting that jumper.
Green, the pass to Smith. Three-pointer, Brooks. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Conley. Outside McDaniels. Back to Conley. And he lobs it up top. And Edwards slams it in.
That's how you know Conley is right out there.
Houston in the lead. 1:52 left in the first quarter. Here's Şengün. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look. Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Wide open look. They get the rebound. Gobert passes to Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. That one's good from the corner. And it's all knotted up.
Well, excellent read there by Edwards. He saw someone had a better shot, and he got them the ball.
Green for 3. Hits a three-pointer. Green's got 6 points.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Conley against Green. Back to Conley. Over Green. The shot by Conley, no good. Houston leading by 3. Smith finds Brooks. From outside the arc. And Conley grabs the miss. And so Randall will bring it up for the Timberwolves. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
"12 seconds left now in the first quarter. Thompson left side. Back to Brooks. Puts up a three. He can't get it to go. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. It's Houston. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at point guard. Now here's Randle. Still no points. Lets it fly. The shot by Conley. No good. Houston leading by 6. Smith outside. The 3. Şengün, no good.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
A one-handed tomahawk, that's a guaranteed highlight, B.A.
Check out the bench. They flew out of their seats after that. Now here's Şengün. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. And here's Green from the arc. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one, too, assuming his countryman, Victor Wembanyama, doesn't start taking the reins.
Now here's Edwards. 16 points for him.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Brooks, the pass to Green. Over Edwards. And there's Green on the assist by Brooks. And now a 9-point Rocket lead.
And you can tell Green has a good feel for his game. He knows how to find his shots.
Conley up top. He's scoreless. Here's Edwards. Kept alive by Minnesota. Up and over Brooks. Edwards, that's good.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Thompson outside. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Edwards using the vertical. Wow.
Well, the athleticism Edwards has is off the chart. He makes those alley-oop catches look effortless.
The shot's good. Timberwolves trail by 7. Gobert with a screen on Brooks. And here's Edwards outside. Here's Randle. The kick out to Edwards. And there's 1:38 left to play in the first half.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Şengün's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, when you make your mid-range shots, you force your opponents to adjust.
Well, look, he's got the link to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
He drops it from range.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Green. Brooks finds Thompson. Let's go with a 3. Another miss. He's 2 for 4. Timberwolves trail by 3. And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Şengün. Houston has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Here's Green. Offline from the top of the key.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. Smith outside. Shoots. The Rockets again can't hit. Here's Edwards. Money on the 19-footer. Edwards got 28. Now Green. Gets it off. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Rockets ahead, leading by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
We've got Cam Whitmore, Fred VanVleet out there with Aaron Holiday. Then it's Tari Eason, and it's Adams in at the 5 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Pass to VanVleet. Jacks up a 3. Second shot opportunity. Here's Eason. Drops in the 3.
Hey, the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
Here's Miller. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Houston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. You know, Grant and VanVleet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. VanVleet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. But no wonder nothing seems to faze him.
Now here's DiVincenzo. No good with the triple. Three-pointer, VanVleet. The rebound by the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo finds Ingles. Launches a 3. Adams grabs the miss. Houston leading by 5. Holiday drives in. Soft touch off the glass.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Houston has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. VanVleet, the pass to Eason. The 3 is up. Can't get it to drop. Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to Ingles. Now Reed. Over Adams. Reed can't hit.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Stolen by Miller. DiVincenzo with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Reed for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Holiday. Launches it. Knocks down the long J. Holiday's got 5. The Timberwolves have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Miller, a screen on VanVleet. The 3, DiVincenzo. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Whitmore. Back to Holiday.
2 minutes remaining.
There's the triple. And Houston, another three. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Minnesota again missing. Houston leading by 10. Pass to Whitmore. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 14-3 run. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Yeah, always a good idea to throw it up to Adams and let him stuff it.
Here's Miller. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Ingles. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. Now here's Holiday. Give him 8 points now. Here's Eason. The three-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 10. In transition, here they come. Here's Edwards. Oh, the breakaway. Edwards gets it done on the run. And the Rockets with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. Tries it from the top of the key. Van Vliet misses. Well, the Timberwolves shooting about 31% here in quarter number 3. Edwards, a pass to Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Reed sets a screen. Pulls up on the wing. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Pass to Whitmore. Now Adams, guarded by Edwards. Here's Eason. The Rockets again can't hit. And so it's the Houston Rockets up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. 3 points. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Miller in a power forward. For 3, DiVincenzo. It's rebounded by Houston. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Easton. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 5th assist in this one.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Poke loose. Here's Edwards. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And it's a completely new group for the Rockets. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved. And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Shot is up. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Edwards has got 35.
Yeah, Edwards rarely passes on a chance to get his team points. He loves making an offensive impact.
Oh, Jalen Green with the sweet stroke.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Edwards can't hit.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Green with the ball. He's picked up by Miller. A clear look for Green. Again, Houston.
Scoring is Jalen Green's top skill. I mean, he can pile up points in a hurry.
Here's Edwards. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Smith. Off target from the wing. Timberwolves trail by 15. DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Edwards on target.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Pass to Smith. Shoots over Miller. Miller pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Edwards can't hit. Houston leading by 12. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Miller. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. Edwards for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Edwards. Driving in, and Edwards slams it in.
Well, just look at that power. Edwards is unbelievable.
Pass to Şengün. All sorts of time. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pulls it. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Edwards has got 42 in the game.
Terrific play by Edwards. Moves like this are what makes him so much fun to watch.
And he's going for the lob. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Outside Edwards. Edwards on the move. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the clutch.
Beyond the arc. Randle finds Edwards from outside the arc. It doesn't go for him.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Yep, that one's good. And the Rockets lead by 8.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Green from the arc. Smith outside. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
So it's Houston winning this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd